welcome to the podium, Lewin Goss.
Fellow humans, there is an inhumanity among us. It set its agents here. Its sentinels are among us. It's the other, the enemy, the thing that stands against the future of humanity. And it's made of humans, but it isn't human. We are horrified. Each of us sees new horrors every day. In politics, in economics, in every system we have for understanding the world. This is the footprint of the inhuman ones. But we misattribute. We see this inhumanity in each other. We see it in race, in sex, in love, and in faith. We let ourselves feel horror over preference for a sports team or a favorite kind of beer. We are adept at finding the inhumanity of the world. The inhuman ones know this. So they make things for us to find. They tell us that a woman who bounces between jobs to stay eligible for state assistance as she raises her child violates the spirit of our country. They do not say that it is those restrictions that make it impossible for her to stay with her child that violate the spirit of our country. They tell us a man who exaggerates his illness so that his disability aid provides enough for his food, medicine, and shelter violates the spirit of our country. They do not say that it is those criteria which will risk making him ineligible for any aid if he finds some income that violate the spirit of our country. People in poverty in America face choices every day with a dozen wrong answers and none that are right. It is not inhuman to make mistakes. It is inhuman to force people to make those loaded choices. The inhuman ones have spokespeople who do their business in the world. In one manner of thinking, those spokespeople are all that are there. But people serving a system made of paper and steel in service of goals that are not their goals make something else. What does in the company's interest mean if the company is not a thing that has interests? These people, bound together by contract and law and finance and space, make something else. But just because it's made of humans doesn't mean it's human. These people, the speaking parts of the inhuman thing, tell us they're middle class. They're in the middle between millionaires and billionaires. They're in the middle between the working class and an imaginary aristocracy. They treat politics as an us versus them, and they position themselves as part of the us to keep us from looking in the right place for them. When somebody tells you they're middle class, ask yourself, how many times could I double my income before I'm making what they make? Ask yourself, if they quit working today, would they ever starve? Ask yourself, how many bad decisions would they need to make before the consequences begin to threaten their life? The people who tell us that we all need to work to live do not need to work to live. As unemployment increases every year, as more and more jobs are automated, we can no longer imagine that employment is a necessary condition for a life with dignity. As weather patterns grow more and more extreme and more bodies are found after storms and heat waves, we can no longer pretend that every person is not owed unconditional shelter. As legacies of colonialism and racism continue to reverberate in the lives of Black Americans, Indigenous peoples, Jewish and Muslim Americans, and other groups who have been oppressed for their culture and ethnicity, we can no longer hide behind the idea that if the rules are now neutrally phrased, then the consequences of an unfair history evaporate. This country was founded on the principle that all people are created equal, with some exceptions. We can no longer pretend that there are exceptions to humanity. We can no longer pretend that we owe nothing to the people with whom we inhabit this land. Thank you.